So the Giants got their first win of the year against an unlikely team of the undefeated 3-0 Chargers. They took down Herbert in Jackson Dart's first NFL start. And yeah, we did win, but at what cost?
You know, it's really exciting. You could talk about Malik Neighbors, but I don't want to think about that right now. I don't want to think about the fact that Darius Slayton just became the worst wide receiver one in the NFL. I'll save that for this Sunday. It's really exciting. You know, every time I think about Jackson Dart now, I can't stop smiling. I think this most people will love this. And I think that, yeah, Jackson Dart, I think is probably now my favorite person on earth. Probably going to name my kids after her. There's an infectious energy to him. I think that it adds a new dynamic to the offense where before Wilson could move and he was doing all right, but he's not really somebody who you want to design runs for, where it's just it's an extra factor that teams have to game plan for. And especially now that Neighbors is out, that's something that they're really going to rely on, is all these extra little factors that they really have to build upon. It's kind of like when Barkley was out a few years ago with a torn ACL, and you have Wayne Gallman, but you kind of have to come up with all these kind of different factors, and Daniel Jones helps with that because he can move, you know? So I think we're going to see a lot of that in coming weeks as long as he can stay healthy.
How about Dexy with his pick and his almost pick 6? AL wildcard series. We got the Yankees and the Sox, and this is being filmed on a Wednesday after Game 1, and let's just say we're not really happy after Game 1. We went up the most unlikely of people, Anthony Volpe, hitting that home run, and we're thinking, okay, we also got 2 early first inning hits. We're going to have a good game. Garrett Crochet retired, I think, 17 or 18 straight after the Volpe home run. I don't know what's going on. It's do or die tonight.
I mean, I think just coming in, there were a lot of weird decisions made. I think you understand the Ben Rice decision just because you want to keep the lefties away from Crochet. But I think when you look at the splits, Chisholm hasn't been a liability against lefties whatsoever this year. He has pretty good numbers. Does Ahmed Rosario have better numbers? Yes. Did Rosario deserve to be in the lineup? Probably. But I think maybe you work him in at third base. As much as you love the defense of McMahon, I think that's the better place to work him in because Jazz Chisholm has to be in that game. And I think just from there, you could kind of tell something was going to be a little bit off about this game. And then just the in-game managerial decisions. Obviously, you go to the decision to pull Fried early. But I just think there were a couple, decisions with the bench, too, where you kind of think, I'm made of that move at that exact time. So I think there's just a lot where I don't agree with Aaron Boone personally. I'll leave it.
We've been saying that a lot about Boone, about his questionable decisions, and you just gotta wonder, kind of like the Tom Thibodeau situation, when is the turning point gonna be, and when is it when the Yankees will actually fire him? And I think if the Yankees lose tonight, and then it'll be losing 10 out of 11 playoff games against Boston, I think it's time to let go of Boone, because with the team that we have and the money that we spent on it and the results that we're getting, it's just absolutely disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in a tough position because I've always been a staunch defender of Boone. I've met him. He's a really nice guy. I was at the Savages in the Box game.
Really?
Yeah, that whole thing happened. So I have some really good memories with Aaron Boone as manager. That was really when I started watching baseball. And obviously there's been times where I don't agree with his decisions, but I can see why they're made. But I think at some point you just kind of got to realize, if we had made the World Series last year, if we had gotten stopped at ALCS, you're looking at a team that missed the playoffs, had a good season, that was a wild card team this year, despite having the best record in the league. I just think, even if it's not based on the team's overall success, you can't argue that Boone hasn't been a successful manager. I think sometimes, like you said, with Tibbs, you kind of just need a new voice. You need a new leader in that locker room, somebody who's going to shake things up, especially when you have somebody like Aaron Judge, who's such a established leader. You're not really going to get that on the player side. So I think, as hard as it is to say, I think it is probably time, if they don't come out of this series, and if they don't make it back to the World Series, quite frankly, I think it's time to make a switch.
Love it. Seth, you want to crash out a little?
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
It was one of the worst performances I've seen in my life. I couldn't sleep last night because I just didn't. Because we were walking around like weird. We beat the damn world champ.
Yeah, let me tell y'all something. Y'all saw me, y'all look frauds. You should take this off. You should take that off too. I'm tired of these people, bro. I'm tired of these people. History says since 2009, when the Yankees are playing a team from the AL Central in series record, they're like what, 8-2 since 2009. History says when they're playing a team outside of that division, they are 2-9. You haven't won a series against a team not from the AL Central since like 2012. They think you're frauds, and I think you're frauds sometimes, but now is the time. You cannot let the Red Sox go into your house, take your meal. You need to do what you need to do tonight.
Listen to everybody. Nobody believes in you. What are you prepared to do about it? Don't let no one come into your house. Take your meal. Do what you need to do today.
Stanton, I don't know what happened, gang, but you cannot strike after. You can't do that.
October, Mr. October, Mr. Stanton, we needed you. Where you been at, bro? I thought you was defrosting. You still icy. Like, what are we doing?
Y'all made postseason history. Y'all the first team to load the bases in the bottom of the ninth and not score. You couldn't even get a single. Couldn't even get a sac fly. You could have bunted if you wanted to. Nothing. And against all of the pitchers, you did that. I guess you did that against Mr. Yankee Choker Aroldis Chapman. I was like 11 when that series against the Astros happened. That gave me nightmares, man. That call gave me nightmares. His face gave me nightmares. Haven't I suffered enough? We might be Yankee fans out here, but I'll be the first one to tell you they stink. And anybody who said, well, I think the Yankees have a fair shot against the Red Sox. They did win the last couple of games. And they're playing teams that have already been eliminated from the playoffs. They just spent like the last portion of the season beating up on the White Sox and the Twins and Orioles twice. There have been too many times where like you get people on base and you just can't send them home. I think Aaron Boone should have been gone after game 1 of the World Series. Because, see, you're talking about, I love defending Aaron Boone. Listen, I understand. Oh yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a nice person. Oh my gosh, does he care? He cares about his players. All them people on Yankee Twitter, y'all owe me an apology because first of all, no Jazz. Listen, say whatever you want about Jazz. I'm a Jazz writer till I die. Y'all not gonna disrespect that man. Not while I'm here. Y'all not doing it. Y'all not getting away with it. Absolutely not. I understand there's some low lights and everybody got low lights, all right? But I'm gonna tell you something. When the lights are brightest, y'all do be shrinking. And I can't believe, out of all people to score, it was Volpe. Now, that's not me trying to say nothing. Because, see, I'm still a low-key believer. When the rest of the team is fine, Anthony Volpe stinks. And when they're not, he's great. So is this what you're telling me? Is he an October merchant? It's not October, could you say? What are we doing? What? Luke Weaver, my goat is washed. I don't know what happened from last year to this year. Because, see, if you take last year's Luke Weaver, that's my guy. But he's not the guy no more. It's washed. It's over. I'm gonna have nightmares of tonight. I know I will. No matter how that game turned out. So something about Ben Rice and Jazz not being in a lineup. He was like, I just didn't like the matchup. I was like, they don't think that they don't hit lefties well. I'm like, this is the same man who put Nestor Cortez, who hadn't pitched a month prior, against Freddie Freeman, one of the best hitters in the sport, because he liked the lefty-lefty matchup. And look what happened. First pitch, walk off. Because see, unlike a lot of y'all, Freddie Freeman, he saw the opportunity and he swung that shit. The media tore y'all a new one after what happened Game 5 of the World Series. What was all that for? So you could come back and say, we're going to do the exact same thing again. Y'all gotta stop with this one. Y'all gotta stop. Cut the... No, bro. Y'all cannot put umps on the base paths and expect good things to happen like that. Y'all got it, bro. I'm out. Y'all got it, man. They're making me mad. They're making me mad. They're making me angry. Oh, God. Well, making me angry. They're making me angry. I'm gonna...
And now back to your regularly scheduled program.
What's going on, y'all? I'm AJ. I'm one of the biggest NBA fans there are. I love players like Ant Edwards, SGA, all the fashion guys. Those are my type of players. My goal all time is Michael Jordan. I would ride or die for Michael Jordan. I do appreciate, I was talking to James about it before, I do appreciate LeBron. Let's start with 91, right? We have Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday is one of the most, like, he can do everything on the court. Defend, score, pass, right? He's real versatile as a point guard. But how, if we go all the way up to 26, it's Derek White. Okay. I get that, Derek White.
They got Derek White above Cat?
Derek White is already at 26. I love Derek White. I loved him before he even was at the Celtics. When he was with the Spurs, he was very underrated. That team was trash, but he was great. That's when he had the nasty haircut and the headband and everything. And nothing was going on in San Antonio besides what Charles Barkley said, churros and stuff and big women. That's the only thing that was going on in San Antonio. Right? But when he went to Boston, he really was able to showcase what he had. Like, his shooting ability was phenomenal, quick trigger, being able to defend, being able to be real versatile on the floor. But him being so far away from Drew Holiday is just crazy. I know that, for one, there's so many things that can go wrong with that. Like, him being 26 in general in the NBA is crazy. But him and Drew Holiday aren't too far apart in the way they play in their style. That's why they were great teammates together. But 26 and Drew Holiday's 91, I do not agree with that. But also, like, if we can go straight to number one, how are you going to have Joker as number one, the MVP of last season at number two? What did SGA do over the summer that brought him down to be the second best player in the NBA? He had one of the best years in life. What did he get? MVP, NBA champion, Finals MVP, cover of 2K, got paid, what, $285 million? Am I mistaken? $285 million? He had a child. He dropped his shoe. Like, that's one of the best years that you could possibly have in life.
I think a lot of people still hold the fact that Jokic has, like, multiple MVPs, like, over Shea. And also, like, me and James did talk about this on a previous episode last season, but we believe that Jokic is more valuable to the Nuggets than, like, Shea is to the Thunder, because once you take them off their teams, the gap in net rating is kind of ridiculous, especially on the offensive end.
Wemby is the fifth best player in national basketball.
No. I think they're doing it based off the potential for this season, and it's just like, see, I don't even know if that's reach.
KD above Brunson?
I guess it's like been a popular like NBA narrative where it's like, oh yeah, Giannis has more to prove. I'm like, what more does he have to prove? He's an NBA champion playing in small market Milwaukee. Like, bro, he won for DPOI. What more do you want, bro? Dame is gone. I guess Miles Turner, but like you also got Kyle Kuzma and
Absolutely not. He's a model. A season could go one or two ways for him. He's either going to have that MVP caliber season that we've been seeing because no one's on that team, or if they get off to a rough start and they start losing games, I feel like he's just going to give up and quit immediately. Not saying he's a quitter, but I feel like there's going to be like, there's nothing else to do. He's going to want to get out of there again. They brought his brother back, and that's going to be a reason for him to play because he likes. Jeff Teague always talks about it that if Yanni's brother's not there, he doesn't want to play. That he would have been left Milwaukee if his brother wasn't there. But now that he's back, that'll probably give him some motivation to continue to play. But if they start off bad, it's not going to be a good season for him. He's not going to want to play there anymore. So, especially speaking of playing in the Euros this summer, we also have Luka. Is Luka going to stay skinny this year? Is he going to be healthy and in shape, playing alongside LeBron and the rest of the Lakers? Because the Lakers, man, they get always so talked about, but I just don't see them going far. It's Unk Squad on that team too, and
Bradley Beal is ranked above Mitchell Robinson. How y'all feel on that?
Wow. See, I'll talk about my boy Mitch because, Bradley Beal, let me say, like, you're not even ever available. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson was injured for almost half the season. He came back towards the end. It was end of February, early March. And the amount of success that he brought to the team for the short amount of time he played in the regular season was like out of this world. He is, I'll love Mitchell Robinson. Like, I'll always defend him. Yeah, he can't shoot free throws, but he's just a huge defensive presence. The Knicks are a better team with him. And when you pair him with Cat, which I'm hoping that Mike Brown starts both of them together, and has Hart come off the bench, I think the Knicks starting lineup will probably be like a top 3 in the league. And we saw in the playoffs, Mitchell Robinson, time and time again, especially that one in Game 6 against the Celtics, that one possession, you see him all over the court and just being a pest. And he's over 7 feet tall, and he's really skinny. He shouldn't be able to move the way he does. Like, I could talk about Mitch all day, but he's one of the reasons that we beat the Celtics in the playoffs. If we didn't have him, I think Boston still would have won without Tatum.
That's what you call impact.
They expect him to have a pretty good year because he's the only he gets to shoot everything on that court. He wanted to shoot every shot in Denver.
Never swing the rock.
He could be able to shoot every shot.
You gotta be.
So I think they're gonna expect him to have like possibly an all-star season, like at least around 20 points, 5 rebounds a game, 0 assists. But I do see Michael Porter Jr. having a good game, getting acclimated to how it goes in Brooklyn, because it's his team. He's not going to pass it to anybody, or he doesn't have to pass it to anybody, and he can do what he needs to do. Like, this is the same thing that we expected with Jordan Poole when he went to Washington, right? We expected him to get off and shoot a bunch of shots, and it didn't necessarily work out for him. But hopefully for Michael Porter, he could be able to shoot, open his game, and open his bag up to how it was in high school. Because if you know anything about Michael Porter Jr. in high school, he's the #1 player in the country. His team was undefeated. His coach was Brandon Roy. He was the best thing. Go look at his mixtape. Michael Porter Jr. was it in high school. But now that he's being able to have that opportunity, not just be catch and shoot where he was in Denver, and he could be able to pass the ball, pass the ball, score, shoot, do whatever he needs to do for his team, I think that will open it up for him for sure.
I'm gonna just let y'all know Paul George is on this list. He's 54.
Dude, you gotta switch to me.
Yeah, dude, Thad, you want to
You got no ball knowledge. It's all right, big bro. He's above Tyson Daniels. He's above iHeart. He's above Miles Turner. He's above Trey Murphy.
Paul George above iHeart is insane.
He's above Austin.
Like, what did Pandemic P bring to the league last year other than unk moments and
Fitz on the sideline.
Oh.
But you know who's above all of them? Cooper Flag, who hasn't touched an NBA court at all.
All right, bro. Y'all.
And he's rated number 52.
52? They gotta wait, bro.
The thing with Cooper Flag compared to Wemby is that Wemby was older, and I mean Cooper Flag he reclassed he went a year ahead in high school. I think the kid doesn't even know like algebra 2. So the fact that he's gonna be competing with Joel Embiid, he might get put on the floor. Speaking of Joel Embiid, he's at 47. Now, I get it. He's never available. And if you don't know me, I'm the biggest Joel Embiid hater probably there ever will be. But he is not the 47. You can't tell me there's 46 guys.
I feel like, I mean, I guess if you're factoring in the injury thing heavily,
Right.
especially, I mean, sure. But, like, even then, I still don't want to give it to you. Because, like, I feel like that's just really disrespectful to the type of player that Joel can be when healthy. The issue is just, like, he's not healthy. And I feel like, I mean, it's been talked about more and more. I feel like that's more of a referendum on, like, the Sixers as an organization and not really, like him as like, on a basketball level, it's like, oh, yeah, nah, I don't like that guy. But, like, it's getting to a point now where it's like, oh, it's like you cover it. Like, this is actually, like, oh, nah, I don't know, man. I look at this whole thing and it's just like, bro, whoever made this guy get fired.
I see Jarrett Allen above Joel, and if you go up to anybody in the league and you say to them, all right, 1v1 basketball, Joel Embiid against Jarrett Allen, who's winning? If any person says Jarrett Allen, you're just wrong. Joel Embiid is miles better than Jarrett Allen.
Oh, hold on. Wait, I just noticed this. Why do they have Alex Caruso below Draymond? Y'all gotta let them unks retire, bro. Oh my god.
Expectation coming into the next season.
Bro, I'm
soon happy. He's gonna be good. Bro, last Mohegan. But I love Draymond Green though as a basketball player. Like, to see what he does on the court, like, nobody's really scoring on Draymond. He's defending on the perimeter. He's sliding. His lateral movement is incredible. He's blocking shots. But the jumper, it really does look like he have a backpack on when he shoots. Like, I don't understand how he does it.
the middle of the list is like, I don't know about D White over Cat though. Not too much, cause They still got.
You know, I don't have him over Cam. And like, I have high expectations for John Morant. John Morant is at 33. I don't see 33 players better than him in the NBA. But coming off that past year of him being hurt and all this suspension stuff and all that, I see why he's been ranked so low.
You got to work on your game, man.
I do think this year, like if everything goes right in a perfect world, you know, suspensions, the extracurricular stuff, and he being able to be healthy for an entire season, John Morant is going to have a wonderful year.
Y'all think Chet's better than Sengun? Me personally, I don't, but I could see them being like interchangeable, bro.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, no, I can see them being like interchangeable. I guess if you want to play fair, but I just don't. I just.
Sengun is.
I feel like he's the better player, but like.
I think Chet's.
That's not me calling Chet trash. I just think Sengun's the better. I think watching the Rockets like against the Warriors, I think that's what moved, cause like bro, he was literally leading the whole team in scoring. I think that's what moved me.
Yes.
I don't know. I can't do Abraham Lincoln, bro. I can't do the light pole with a black cent. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know, man. I don't know. That entire OKC, like, bro, that entire OKC team is literally just like. It's like if they put us on the court. It's like Gen Z with a bunch of problems, and then Shay's just like, "Yo, bro, chill out, bro. I can't, dog. The aura farming has to stop." We got AD above D. Mitch, Book, Jimmy. Okay.
Healthy AD is one of the best players in the league today.
I mean, to be fair, I
Healthy AD is unstoppable. That 3-ball, like he shoots it. Free throws, that's a big thing. As a big man, being able to shoot free throws in the NBA is like you can put him in the clutch 80%. Like AD is that guy, and he's gonna have to carry a big load till Kyrie comes back.
I didn't watch a lot of Thunder basketball, but Jada being like above Cade.
Bro, NBA Twitter had to bully Jacob into having good shooting splits. Dude. Oh my, nah. I mean, sure, if he really wanted to, fine. Like, I'll let him have that.
And his hands messed up. Like, he still needs to recover from that. He had a surgery real late into the summer after the season because he was playing with like a broken wrist or broken ligaments in his wrist. And he's coming into the season. And his shooting hand.
All I'm going to say about Devin Booker is, he's finna go through hell on that Suns team, bro. Have they figured out, like, that three, like... Because last time I checked, there were 3 guards in their starting lineup. I don't know if...
Yeah, pray to the Suns.
No. I just remember... No, and then I saw that Devin Booker signed an extension, and it's like... Watching him sign an extension with the Suns, it's like watching your friend get back with that ex that like, you never want them to go back to. Like, what am I doing? Like, I don't want to, like... I was like, bro... It's time, like, at this point, like, you got to get out of there. I mean, like, the top 10, I think we got to cut Unks out the mix, but, like, it's just, I look at this top 10, and all I am constantly reminded of, like, bro, at the top 10, there's 2 players in the Eastern Conference. We're really washed this year.
That is true.
It's really bad, yo.
I didn't think of that.
I don't think you mentioned this on camera, but, Tyreek Hill, bro. How much did he tear, bro?
He tore his ACL. He tore. I mean,
It's confirmed. It tore it all.
Oh, he tore a lot more than that.
I know it was looking at him when he got up. His leg was facing this way.
Yeah.
It was.
Whoa.
He was like, but he was clapping and like, let's go. It's like, I mean,
They said he's happy to stop playing.
I would tear my ACL to get paid $72 million to not have Tua turn the ball over, throw it.
Oh.
I was devastated because I know y'all seen the talks about him going to the Steelers. My Steelers, and I was like, yep, he's not going there anymore. We don't need him. So
This shit crazy.
prayers up for Tyreek, man.